Hi there. I want to try something a little bit different in this video, which is basically me holding my camera. So it's not mounted to the top of the laptop as it usually is, and it's in my hands, which is why it's all a little bit shaky. But it does mean that I can give you a very quick tour of my quite messy office, actually. See down here, look. Very, very austere. A few books. And you can't see it today, but that's actually Leeds City Centre down there. I'm on the 17th floor of a building called Pinnacle, which is right in the centre of town. Moved in here nearly a couple of years ago now, and it's really awesome. The views that you get over the city centre on a clear day, you can see for miles. Now, the purpose of this video is I've had a few conversations with people recently, and we're in that time of year where, we're all looking ahead, we're reflecting on where we've been, and we're looking at where we want to get to. And something that I'm finding, and I've been coaching for about 18 months now, so in coaching conversations, what we effectively do is we get into the heart of what people are struggling with and what their goals and challenges are. And there's a big difference between people who are successful, let's say successful in their own right, in that they achieve the things that they want to achieve, and those who don't seem to be making the changes that they need to in order to reach the success that they've set for themselves. Big difference between those two types of people, or those two mindsets. And it goes something like this. People who are successful in achieving what they want to achieve, they start by defining what it is that they want. And then they ask themselves, okay, how can I make that happen? And that might be changing up their offer. It might mean investing some money. It might mean working more hours. It might mean changing up the clients that they have. They create a goal in their mind, and then they decide they're going to pursue that goal, and then they're going to make changes in order to make that happen. Now, the people who tend to be less successful in getting what they want tend to flip that on its head. So instead of starting with a goal and then figuring out how they're going to make that happen, they instantly see the limitations of their plan. So, for example, in the coaching world, somebody may want to invest in coaching. They may have a goal that they believe coaching can help them to achieve. But when they look at the investment needed for that coaching, they deny themselves the opportunity for that. And this is transferable in other areas as well. So, for example, you might want to hire some help, like a VA or an art worker or a designer. Or maybe you want to move into some office space because, you know that when you get help, when you move into an office, it's going to enable you to get to that next level. That is what you want. But the problem is the people who don't tend to get what they want instantly see the limitations within that. And they say, well, I can't afford the coach. I can't afford the office space. I can't afford the help. So rather than seeing it as something to overcome, a simple block in the road that they can move aside in order to hit their goals and get what they want, they don't break through it. So the conversation sadly begins and ends with, I can't afford to do that, or I can't do that, or I don't have time for that, or something like that. And that's just something that I've noticed over the past 18 months, couple of years coaching people. The ones that really do make the fundamental changes in their lives to hit the goals that they have set out for themselves are the ones that find a way to break through. So this year, this Christmas, we're going into a new year. Give yourself the gift of trusting yourself. So if you want to make something happen in the new year, just become aware of how you are thinking about that goal. If you are thinking about it from the perspective of lack, of I can't do that because, first of all, I would need all of these other things to be true, just flip that on its head and just say, well, I want this to happen, and therefore I'm going to make it happen. And now how can I make it happen? So it's a solution focused mindset rather than one of just embodying the problem, which unfortunately a lot of us tend to do, and it's really holding us back. So change the way that you see that in the new year, and I guarantee you will see results in your life as a result of changing that mindset. So that's probably going to be my last little video for this year. I've got no idea how this is turning out because holding the camera with my hands probably wasn't the best idea, but hey, at least I've not had a drink. All right. I'll catch you all in the new year.